Uh-oh.
Jagged Edge.
Biggie Smalls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I go
On and on and on
Don't
and.
take them to the crib unless they boning.
What?
Easy, call them on the phone in. Platinum Chanel cologne in.
I stay
Dress
to impress.
spark these bitches' interest.
Yeah.
Sex is all I expect as they watch TV in the Lex. They know.
4:15.
Left the club tipsy.
Say no more.
Except how I'm getting home.
We're doing this for big tonight.
Back on my mind, I hope.
She swallowed.
Yeah.
Man, she spilled the drink on my cream wallows. Reached the gate, hungry just ate. Riffin', she got to be to work by 8. This must mean she ain't trying to wait. Conversate, sex on the first date. I state, you know what you do to me. She starts off, well I don't usually. Then I whipped it out, rubber no doubt. Step out, show me what you all about. Fingers in your mouth, open up your blouse, pull your G-string down south. Pull that back out in the parking lot. 5 Cherokee and a green drop top.
Yeah.
And I don't stop until I squirt. Jeans and skirt, butt naked.
It all worked. And I love my little nasty girl. And I love my little nasty girl.
I love my little nasty girl.
All the ladies in the women got your titties for B.I.G.
My little nasty girl. On the river from around the world. Yeah. Boy.
Okay, Mom, what's your preference?
Yeah, Nelly went in, bro.
Hey, Nelly got some good feature verses too now.
No, Nelly is. Hey, you know I champion Nelly on this podcast.
For sure. I still think that verse he did on Where the Party At is like second to none. Like Nelly had a nice little run, bro.
No, he was the number one. Not even like he was the number one selling artist.
Yeah, not like a rapper or
Right.
yeah.
He was like, think about it. Well, let's do our intro first. But
okay, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast, episode 193. Two. It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, a.k.a. Dino Spumoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, a.k.a. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. Young Chris Kringle, the gift that keeps on giving, a.k.a. Young Polly Walnuts, a.k.a. Young Wikipedia, a.k.a. She got 99 problems in the biggest one is me.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to Glover. She got 99 problems in the biggest one is me. She said she can't come outside today. That means she's scared, right? She sound like 50 Cent. I don't know. There's something about her.
She got a deep ass voice.
She, bro, that, like I'm telling you, the record she dropped today with Cardi is phenomenal. Or Friday, because what's good, Dalton?
It's Dalton.
Yes, sir.
Dad, live and direct. What?
You wake up.
It's sunrise.
Come on,
I was like, what are you putting your watch for? Is it time to kill him?
No, yeah, you already know.
Yeah, you know, my new tag is I'm the originator of the Matt Roll Hate Club.
Okay.
Because I hate this man. I don't think anybody on the planet hates him more than me, but I do.
I don't know. How deep does your hate go though? Like I don't see it like perspirating from you.
Oh,
like,
you got to see me on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
Because
do they play every Sunday or?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. You know, I don't keep up with that stuff.
Yeah, we don't get primetime games because we suck. So
right.
you know, it goes by that.
I know when they had another player at the quarterback position, they
even if they suck, they would play it because it's fun to watch the man. But
But anyways,
he got rid of the motherfucker. But anyway, we're out here.
We got a lot to talk about.
Do we?
Oh yeah,
I know. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
But we do got to keep it condensed because Chris got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah. Now that I'm here, I feel like fuck it, right?
You say that.
No, I'm gonna be bad in the morning.
No. Okay.
No, you check the watch. I don't check the watch.
We'll keep it concise. Don't worry about it. But it'll be good.
It's hard to go in order by like shit that's going on. So
but we can finish this Nelly topic real quick.
Yeah,
because you were talking about where the party at.
Yeah.
But then saying that run, like, the run was nasty because like, really though, like St. Louis never really had much as far as like rap goes, because you know St. Louis is like blues music, jazz and blues. But I remember, I remember that whole time, like whenever Country Grammar came out, and but that's what I'm saying. Like if you think about that album, the first one in general, like mega hits, EI, Country Grammar, Ride With Me,
crazy,
and then he like it exploded with Nellyville. Like it exploded.
Yeah,
like,
oh no, by then it was
the whole album was on the radio.
It was out of here.
Air Force One,
Pimp Juice,
Hot in Here,
Dilemma. Like yeah, he was out of here. He was out of here. Hot in Here really did it. He had the whole summer. He like BT 106 Park. Like I saw that video like every day in the summer.
Dog.
Every yeah. Now
people wearing Band-Aids on their face,
and then come back with the double album, Sweat and Suit. This is his third album, right?
Yeah.
My Place with Jaheim.
The country song.
What's his name? Keith. Toby Maguire.
Yeah.
No, that's
Garth
Spider-Man.
Brooks.
No, I wasn't no fucking Garth Brooks.
Toby Keith.
Nah, it was the popular dude, the one with the long curly hair. It's all in my. No, he had short hair.
Over and over again. I know the song.
What? Some white nigga.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was Tim McGraw.
Okay,
yeah, hell
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, he had all those. But then I think I went too fast because Diddy did the Bad Boys 3 or Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
Yeah.
And that record, Take It Low. Oh, that was Tailfeather. What was the one he had on Eagle? Drop down and get your eagle.
Young girl.
What is
yeah.
that song called though? She got that sweat dripping all over.
And don't forget, he was on T.I. album. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
And then he was doing movies and shit like
What movie was Nelly in?
Longest Yard, baby.
Oh yeah, he was, man. We watched that my 7th, 8th grade year in class. I was like,
that movie hard.
Why are we watching this?
Yeah. But yeah, no, Nelly literally like I cannot stress this enough. Like literally, I still think he's like one of the top selling rap artists of all time.
Oh yeah,
still
he got
to
to
this
be.
day.
He got to be. He got to be.
And he doesn't really that high of a.
He sold
extensive
physicals, physical copies.
Yeah,
like, that's different.
But he doesn't even have an extensive body of work. It's just
Nah.
like he had like that fucking nasty ass run, bro. Like, and you got to think about the competition at the time was crazy.
Luda, Jay-Z even said it. Only dudes moving units, Pimp Juice,
Yeah,
and
because
us.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Dog, because like you had Ludacris,
Yeah.
T.I. was out,
yeah,
Eminem,
yeah. Snoop.
Jay-Z, Snoop, like all these people were like big, and then he
Yeah.
comes in and like sells fucking 9 million records and shit. Like off the rip.
It helps when you are a pretty boy too.
Yo,
it
yeah.
helps. Because you had like majority of women were going out and buying his music too. Like,
Yeah.
that's where most guys don't. I mean, not saying most guys don't, but it helped.
And he had like mad crossover appeal because like you could throw it on at a wedding.
At a white people party.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
White people
Because
party.
Hot in Here is like universal. Like I don't know
Yeah.
anybody that knows it. My parents know that song.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Stop wasting, gonna bring with a pole in the basement. Yeah, no,
And,
he was going
and
crazy.
I think it gets overshadowed. He can rap.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you.
It gets overshadowed.
Y'all go listen to Where the Party At. Nelly, JD.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that nigga said, I'm in the rose, not the one with the stem, the one with the rims, the one that seemed to make more enemies than friends. Like, what the fuck? Why are you rapping like this?
And we talk about Pimp Juice all the time.
Yeah. You ain't from Russia.
So why is you Russian?
Yeah, come on, man.
No, just that whole first part is like
Number
crazy.
one, we forgot about that too.
I am.
When he dissed KRS-One,
Yeah,
like, come
yeah.
on, man. Come on. There's a lot to talk about.
Yes.
First and foremost, we didn't have an opportunity to speak on the Queen's passing.
Oh well.
So I just wanted to play this excerpt that I feel like summarizes, how we as Americans feel.
Okay.
Hope you don't mind. We made some tea.
What is going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the bloke you're stealing from. The name's
Imagine
Alistair
it's the Queen
Rigby,
talking.
But as far as you're concerned,
Okay.
I'm Willy fucking Wonka, and you're taking a shit in my fucking chocolate factory. Easy, boss. Don't get upset. When I have to go to the dentist, I'm upset. When Liverpool beats Arsenal, I'm upset.
I'm sure they
but
get
when
upset
some
about
little
that type
shit
of shit.
decides to take over one of the most profitable territories in the country, I'm beyond fucking upset. I'm very fucking upset.
I should have fast forwarded. I didn't know he was gonna do the whole monologue.
Oh, this is Boondocks.
Yeah.
You manage
Okay.
me. You will work for me.
All
But
right,
in
hold
return,
on.
Or you lay down. What's it gonna be, sunshine?
This wasn't no movie. The smart thing was to say yes, get up, and leave the room. But then I thought to myself, what if this was a movie? Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck those socks with the bell on it, fuck your gay-ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap-ass cigars, fuck your yuck-mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William,
fuck the Queen, nigga.
This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my
Okay.
I wanted to play it last or the week she passed, but we had to guess. Anyways, the Queen died. I know we late, but you know what I'm saying? There's been
like, okay. Yeah, I don't, like I would say this. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't celebrate people passing away.
Right. I think we spoke about that.
But
Twitter that day was
bananas.
Chef's kiss.
Bananas.
Chef's kiss. This is like
Old school.
This like nigger Navy times. Bro, that nigger Navy shit was crazy.
Yeah, this
bro.
is like Twitter from 10 years ago. Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that nigger Navy shit was crazy.
That was wild times, yeah.
Yo, like, that's what I was like, bro, there's never going to be a night greater than this. And the Queen shit was wild. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that nigger Navy shit still, that's top 3. That's really top 2. It is not 2. But yeah, I mean, this was an event, though, like around the world. Like, my great aunt was watching this shit, like, on TV, like.
Yeah, the older people
like,
kind of, but she was old, bro. I mean,
yeah, she's 96 years old. 99.
Like so here is like how, like older people here was like, oh, that's tragic, or whatever. She died.
Yeah.
I don't think people like don't remember what they did to Princess Diana, bro.
Yeah.
Like ostracize. They don't what they do to Meghan Markle all the time.
Yeah.
But literally, okay. So my Japanese teacher was in Germany last 2 weeks. So when I went to class on Sunday, I was like, so how was Europe while you were there? Like, was Germany like crazy? And he was like, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Like he was like, it was in a newspaper, but there was nothing.
Yeah.
He was like, it was barely on TV because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't think they're part of the United Kingdom. Like, Scotland was going bananas.
Yeah.
Y'all were like teamed up.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
them.
Africa, of course.
Africa, and there was another group of people. It was maybe Native Americans, I think.
Okay, I mean,
well, yeah, that makes sense because she sit them niggas down here, the Boston tea. So it wasn't her, but it was her people.
Anyway, like the queen, the queen, a figurehead, passed away.
Yeah, boohoo. I mean, not boohoo, because outside of like politics, she was a human and she had kids and
I don't celebrate death,
shit.
but
as far as what her
it didn't affect me anyway.
Yeah. But I guess R.I.P. to that lady, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to what's the one everybody liked? The Prince, what's his name? The one everybody liked? William? No, that's the one nobody liked, right?
Yeah, Meghan Markle's husband.
Yeah. What's his name? Henry. Yeah. Shout out to Harry. Everybody was talking about his haircut and shit. I was like, Dalton look like that every 2 weeks, baby. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about angles and shit? Yeah, shit. Dalton look like that all the time.
I always have a fan.
Yeah, y'all niggas get hype off the smallest shit a white boy do. I've been seeing this shit for 10 plus years, nigga. You talking about a white boy being sauced up. Like, dog,
I don't think you've ever commented on my haircut, like, ever.
Who hasn't?
You haven't.
What the fuck I have?
Really? I guess it's been so long I don't remember it.
Yeah, there was like maybe during COVID, like you did not get it, like, bro, you was whooped out.
No, I was saying when I get one, like you don't ever be like, damn, you got the nice fade.
Oh
man.
yeah, nah, that shit normal, bro.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's just part.
Yeah,
I've always had
when you are whooped out, I'm looking at like, damn, that nigga really a dad.
I'm rough. Out here.
That nigga look like Logan or some shit.
Yeah.
All right, so moving right along, R.I.P. to Queen, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. Shit, what else happened? It's like really big. I know it's like some really big shit.
There's a lot of big shit.
I know the Celtics thing. That's fresh.
Okay, so we're getting to that.
Okay.
Because
we got to talk about that white boy.
That's what I'm saying. It ties together.
Brett Favre?
Yes, it ties together. Bet. Because so the past 2 weeks for Sport World has been bananas. Like, and it can't. And like you thought it was it.
Yeah.
And stuff keeps happening. Right?
Keeps going up.
Okay. I'm gonna try to because there's some other sports stuff that happened between those two too. I was trying to think of everything.
Pat Bev to the Lakers. We didn't speak about that.
Who cares?
That's gonna be wild. Shout out to John Doe because he's going through it on Twitter about that, or he was.
They got Dennis Schroeder back. They go.
Yeah, it's.
Whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
But Brett Favre. So
okay, okay, and this got barely any media play.
None.
Like
barely.
Like it was like.
Shout out to Skip and Shannon though, because Shannon definitely.
Well, he don't.
Yeah.
Hold his tongue. For that shit, but,
he definitely took it there.
Oh, speaking of Shannon, he beat pancreatic cancer.
I didn't know that.
He was fighting it without telling anybody, and he beat it.
Well, shit. Okay, congratulations. I was just saying, all the Hennessy and Black and Miles and shit might not have helped.
But like it goes to show you that once, just like the Chadwick thing we talked about, like you don't know what any of these people are going through.
That's a fact.
And he did it.
Yeah.
And you would never have known.
Yeah.
And he beat it though.
Man,
like shout out to him for that. But okay, so Brett Favre, Green Bay legendary quarterback.
Yeah.
Jeez, Hall of Famer. Yeah. Fucking was running a welfare scheme
of the millennium
in Mississippi, one of the poorest states. I think I think it is the poorest state.
It is the poorest state,
right, in America.
In America, bruh. Hold on, no, we finna take it all the way there.
To build his daughter a stadium, right? $5 million in welfare funds.
I got you, Pete.
I believe it's $5 million in welfare funds.
Brett Favre was offering the governor stock in the company in exchange for his help. He agreed. The governor of Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
So he agreed. So this person is talking about everything, right? This is lady. I retweeted her. If you follow me on Twitter, y'all go check that out because this is important. But I also took some notes.
Some notes.
Because this is important. My family's being affected by this shit, you know?
Not on top of them not having clean water. Just like, which Flint, Michigan still doesn't.
Right. I didn't know that.
Now we're in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And in Jackson, to be direct, like your actual people's hometown. And then they add this, they throw this shit on top of it.
So it was so the water thing, they had got it fixed, but then it got something else happened. It was fixed for like a day. There's so much going on in Jackson or in Mississippi, period. But Jackson in particular, first and foremost, I want to shout out to Key Glock because he went down there to Jackson State, gave them boys hope, gave Deion Sanders a ring and all that. I really fuck with that because what Deion Sanders is doing in Jackson for not just for the players but for that community is dope. And
he's taking D1 recruits from like big schools to play for him.
Like I can imagine like that's a live ass school to go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like when LeBron retires, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And because he will do some shit like this. He will be taking people from like big name programs.
Yeah.
That's what Deion Sanders, but they're winning.
Yeah. So shout out to Deion Sanders first and foremost, giving them boys hope. Like I hope I get to go down there and catch a game, Jackson State. It ain't even got to be a big one. I just want to be in the arena to feel that energy. But Jackson, I can only speak about Jackson because that's where I go. But when I was a kid, when I used to go, I was like, especially coming from here, like I was ignorant, right? So I'm like, man, this is really ghetto down here. You know what I'm saying? As I got older, I realized, oh, these niggas just country. Like they're making the most out of what the scraps that they are giving,
and they're lifers.
Yeah, and not only that, most of the people that you come across, they have like hustler spirit, hustler mentality. They know they got family to feed, kids. They go do whatever it take. You know what I'm saying? So like,
my grandpa's from Mississippi.
That is true. So it's like, I feel like there's nothing that, I ain't gonna say nothing. Mississippi has been through so much, like since conception.
Yeah.
But I'll say it'll take a lot to break their spirits, even what they're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? My pops was talking to my uncle the other day. Like him and a couple of his homeboys, they went fishing, caught like 60 fish, just out there chilling. Like my cousin's still having her baby shower. Like anything that you feel like that would stop, like they're not stopping.
Yeah,
like,
you got to keep that normal life going.
My uncles are having a contest to see who could collect the most bottled water for the family type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So like, even though you think about it, hearing it while we're in Texas being cozy and we could just drink out of our faucet if we wanted to, maybe not Grand Prairie, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just wild to think about. Like, Jackson in particular is 6 hours away. So it's like just 6 hours away, these people are going through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Brett Favre thing, like, on top of him already making money, on top of him being sponsored by Fate of Glory or whatever, Wrangler jeans or whatever, like, this man's not broke. He could have went about. He never
will be broke.
Yeah, he could have went about it. He could have went about building his daughter's school, this volleyball gym or whatever the fuck the correct way, because he's a man that has power, and he could have went to his friends
and he has his own wealth.
Yeah, so it's like, for you to steal, and then, I mean, but look, it's on Brett Favre because that's who we know. The governors that fought for this too.
The government, like, obviously,
they always been at fault.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I'll never forget this. This is like Facebook era, like when we were on Facebook primarily. We were driving to Mississippi, and I saw this headline, and I was like, what the fuck? Because this had to be like 2000, I don't know, 9, 10, whatever. It was like, it's the headline read, Mississippi is now a free state.
Oh, yes. I do remember this. Yep.
I'm like,
you said what?
Bro, what? So I'm telling my dad, I was like, Dad, y'all niggas was like, y'all was still slaves, bruh. Unbeknownst to you, because my dad denied it up and down. He was like, no goddamn slave. Blah, blah, blah. But by law, technically,
it was still legal.
It was still legal, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit blew my mind. And the fact, and then on top, my dad didn't leave Jackson till like mid-20s. So like, you grew up in that, but of course you never felt it because by then all the white people had moved out of Jackson. There weren't no white people in Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you didn't feel it, but the state was still like those probably where Jawan was going to school at and shit out there. Like places, places like that probably was like still going through this shit. So, I mean, Brett Favre, and I don't know, is Brett Favre he's from Mississippi, right? Is that?
Is he?
I don't see.
I don't know where he's from. I was never a Green Bay Packer fan, so I never really.
Lil Wayne always on the wrong side of history.
How did he become a Packers fan though? Because he's from
New Orleans.
Let's see.
I think they were winning at that time. Because that Wayne is a bandwagoner sports person.
Yep, he's from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay, so Brett has to know the history of where he's from and what. Because this is the thing about welfare, too. I know I'm going on a rant, but it's not just niggas on welfare. There's white people on welfare. There's people that are in Brett Favre's family, guaranteed, probably on welfare. Sucks to say, but it might be. It's probably true. And if they're not on welfare, they're knocking on the motherfucking door. Like, I just never could understand like how somebody could do something of that magnitude where it affects more than just a 20-mile radius. Like, they're like, this is a trickle down type of situation.
They don't care,
and that's fucked up.
Because,
bro,
as it's kind of proven, there is no consequences.
As of right now.
Right, but it's not getting any attention. No one cares.
No, people care.
No, like the people, but I'm saying like
the media.
Nationwide.
Like, you know why they don't care? Because they've been doing this shit.
Yes.
I was just talking to your wife's dad yesterday about how
Kevin,
fuck it, because we were talking about the land that they own.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Shelby was like, I wonder how much it would cost to like see if there's still oil on the property and da-da-da-da. You know, her dad was talking about how much he got to pay in taxes on that much land.
Yep.
And I was like, you know, because she was like, all I got to do is like get a cow or something, right? And it's considered a farm and blah, blah, blah. And her dad was like, yeah, that's one way you could go about it. And then she was like, you could plant a plum tree or something. And or I think her dad said that, like, you could plant some type of fruit or vegetables that will consider da-da-da. I was like, or you could do what Trump did, bury your ex-wife. All your property tax goes away because it's considered a cemetery. And Shelby's like, what? I didn't know. And her dad was like, yeah, he did that. Yeah. And we was fucking up the name. We don't know. What was his Ivanka or whatever. Either way, I was like, yeah, he did that shit, bro. And they've been doing shit like that. Yep. Like they know, like her dad's name Kevin as well. Yep. So like Kevin was saying, like we were not afforded those tools. Like we didn't know this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing it. That's why
they know the legal loopholes.
Yeah, bro. Like
because they're in the shit.
Yeah, bro.
And of course they don't want to share that shit with the normal people, especially minorities.
Yeah, especially minority. But but it's affecting everybody though.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
It's not just us that are going through this shit. So everybody on Twitter, we're all. This is one thing we're all like in unison about. Like we need justice because look what y'all did to Kaepernick. Whether you were with Cap or not,
crucified this man.
Who?
They crucified this man.
Oh yeah. I said Chris, find this man. I was like, I don't know if my skill set. Michael Vick.
Oh boy, yeah, that was
fucking Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant. Go down the list. Any black nigga with a ball has called scrutiny, bruh. Yeah. Serena, scrutiny for the same shit these people do. Tom Brady can throw a temper tantrum on the sideline. Let Serena Williams slam her racket down. Oh, she's aggressive. Oh, she's mean. She's this, she's that. Like, bro, what? Tiger Woods. Well, that don't really count. But anyways,
cheating on a white woman. That's what got it.
With the white woman. Yeah. So that should cancel each other out, right?
PEMDAS, right?
Like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, bro. Yeah. That shit should have canceled each other out. And like, you know what I'm saying? He cheated on Nia Long or something like that.
Oh, wait. That did happen.
Did that? Oh, how? Who would do that?
Well,
I don't even know how to pronounce homie name. I just been calling him. I just been calling him I am me.
I am me.
I am me. Nigga. I am me. Fucked up out here.
Oh boy, yeah.
They said homie Nigerian, and that's how they get down though. That's how they get down. Look,
Ime Udoka. Yeah.
Ime Udoka.
Okay.
The power of the Black Panther.
So on the other spectrum, in basketball world, this has got all the attention, right? Yeah. So,
which the Brett Favre thing should have the same amount of attention,
or more, because
definitely more.
He's stealing from poor people, you know, like. But
this nigga cheated on Nia Long though, Don.
Okay, so this news broke yesterday morning, like early in the morning.
Yeah, this is multi-layered.
So it's evolved since then. Mm-hmm. But the Celtics head coach, he just first year head coach
took them niggas
to the finals.
Took them to the chip.
They lost, but he took them.
Yeah.
But it was talking about he might get a possible suspension because of a consensual relationship in the organization, which broke their policies. Mm-hmm. So at first I'm like, okay, he dated a chick that worked for the Celtics. It was consensual, but obviously against team rules to be a head coach, just like players can't date cheerleaders. Mm-hmm. But then I found out he was engaged to Nia Long.
You didn't know that prior?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I'm not a Celtics fan, bro.
They got a kid together.
Okay, didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're here today, which is Friday.
Yes.
So more stuff has came out since then.
A lot more.
So, and you know how it's bad? You know how I know it's bad?
How?
Matt Barnes disagrees with this shit.
You know why I think he disagrees with it? Because there's married people involved.
Right, but
and he went through that with Vince Carter. Not Vince Carter.
Derek Fisher.
They both the same nigga.
They're not. Don't ever do that.
They both short, bald.
Vince Carter's not short.
They're short, like compared to.
Okay. Anyway,
they bald.
Now it's so what also happened was people were blasting the women that work like all these women that work for the Celtics on social media.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Because they were just speculating. Could it be this chick? This chick? Like, that shit doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, it does.
No, because, like, you're just putting people out there.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, because they're like, I had nothing to do with this shit.
I'll say this. So, well, the more that came out, one of the women that he had, what is it called when you are both married? Infidelity? Is that what one of the lady allegedly is the wife of the GM.
The GM, okay.
Then allegedly there's multiple women involved.
Yes, there's also says that he's made unwanted advances on other women that said no.
You know, let me tell you exactly what I think happened. I'm going to tell you right now. All right. There might be other women, but the fact it was the GM's wife is causing all the other shit to happen. Because that's the GM's wife. I'm sure he's not okay with his head coach fucking his wife, right? So, hey, we got this whole thing going on, right? I need you to say that it's something like that unsolicited shit. I didn't hear about that. I don't know where that, because everything we've heard has been consensual, all parties involved. But if there is a woman or women that are coming out saying like it was unwarranted advances or whatever, that's coming from the top. Because why didn't that break first? Why did the consensual women break? What's my man name? Why are these things happening?
Oh yeah. What's happening in Utah?
Yeah, so like, but I think it got something to do with it being the GM's wife. Okay. Her being involved, because you don't, first of all, you don't quote unquote do that, right? But then you messing with the boss's wife. This is coming down to the fucking, like, it went from being suspended to now he's thinking about quitting altogether. That's came out. Now officially he's been suspended for a year.
For the season, yeah.
For the season. Right? So,
and then like Brad Stevens who is the personnel person.
Yeah.
He was their coach before,
right.
And he got a promotion. But
his wife probably got fucked.
He basically said, like, he was like, yeah, he's suspended for a season. But if he thinks he can just walk in here after a year and things be normal, that it will never be the case, which is correct. Like, you just can't come back.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
If it was consensual between all parties, can those women walk in there like nothing happened?
Nobody can. Evolved.
But okay, so why? And Kendrick Perkins made a beautiful point today, and I hate him.
I don't
hate him as a commentator.
Okay.
But he said, yo, why is IME catching all the flack when this was consensual? Like, if it was consensual, yes, he fucked up. We're not taking away from the fact that he fucked up. But this woman did too. So why does she get to go unnamed? She gets to walk back in there. Yeah, sure, people are going to be whispering in the office. Maybe it was her. Maybe it's her. Like we're doing, like people, let me not say we, but people on Twitter were doing, like whispering, it's this lady, it's that lady. But she keeps her job for the year, and she gets to walk back in there. That's not fair. That's not fair. They both fucked up. And he fucked up.
Yeah, they're all fucked up.
Yeah, so.
But I'm saying it won't be the same for any of them.
Nah.
But I don't know if they're going to tell us that employee level, what they're doing with those people, because he's the head coach.
Yeah.
He's going to get the
most of the flack. But I'm like, bro, if
he will most likely end up resigning.
Yeah.
Just like the Suns owner.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of shit come down the pipeline that was found out last year. They finally finished their investigation.
Yeah.
And he got fined.
He said nigger.
He got fined and suspended for a year. And then even players were like, that ain't good enough. And then when LeBron said it, sped up the process, obviously. So he was pressured to sell the team. So now he's selling the team. And that's the end of that. I feel like this is gonna be the same situation because this isn't just gonna go to bed for this man. And then especially with what he did for that team last year, he took them to the finals. This man is, and also the Nia Long thing just made it 10 times worse for him. So,
look, it obviously okay. There's the organization as a whole. I was tuned into this morning. Let me take my glasses off. I was tuned into this at work today because this is maybe the first time when something like this has happened where I saw like the sports analysts like equally distributing the shit, right? Stephen A. Beautiful what he said. Even yesterday when the shit broke. If we have anybody to blame for the shit show that this has become, we have to blame Boston. We have to blame that organization. First and foremost. Because they could have handled this in-house.
yes.
No Adrian Wazorski, whatever, with his vague ass
bombs.
With his bomb. The Persian guy, the nice looking guy, he came right behind Adrian Wazorski. You know, they always go tit for tat. Yeah, they always go tit for tat when trades is happening and shit. So they were going tit for tat with this. So Stephen A made a great point. It's like, we, as in the public, he was like, I didn't come on First Take and say, yo, this is happening in Boston. We got the news and we reported on the news. Where did we get the news from? We got it from y'all. So the guy you mentioned earlier who used to be the coach,
Brad Stevens,
his little
press
conference was pandering to me because
of course
he did not. He said
most press conferences are.
We have to take responsibility. He didn't say we take responsibility for this. He said
we have to.
Since this happened, now we have to protect the women that are involved. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I watched his shit and I was like, you're wrong, bro. You dead fucking wrong. Like, that'd be the same thing as like, nigga, put you in your friend group or put you in your friend group in this situation and think about how that same situation, but it's you and your friends. You will go to the leader of the friend group. So we will all go to Dalton and be like, yo, Dalton, you shouldn't have put that out there like that. And y'all would agree. But since it's not you that is personally happening to, you get to have these wild ass opinions. But if you really look at it from just like a human basic level component, the organization was wrong.
Yeah.
Stephen A said, and I quote, if y'all were going to fire him,
Then fire him.
Tell the story. We could go with that. Y'all didn't even know what y'all were doing. Y'all were just like, boom, let's
He might be suspended.
Yeah, like, bro, what? Like, and then we don't have a reason. Did he get into it with Jason Tatum? Did he slap one of the did he sexually harass one of the women and they came forward? Like, we have no idea. So Twitter does what Twitter does. And usually we have more information than this, and we still do. And Twitter still does what Twitter does. When we have a small amount of information, we had none. And that bitch was up all day yesterday. It was up. Nia Long. Now we got it. Look, come on. It's Nia Long, man. We've been in our lives since Friday. Before that, like, the Cosby Show is some shit. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like, she's loved amongst all communities, all walks of life, shit like that. She got to go through this shit.
Yeah.
IME got to go through this shit. The women involved got to go through this shit. But y'all are blaming, all the blame's falling on this black man's shoulders. He was wrong. He broke the code. Like, this was in writing somewhere, allegedly. You're not supposed to do this.
I saw someone say he lost the finals. He lost his girl. He lost his job. That boy, he said that boy taking a massive L right now.
Bro, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like
this shit fell on his lap, man.
that's crazy. I just don't think that's fair. And it's not because it's not just because he black. But I mean that's a big factor. Like definitely a big factor, especially what Kyrie went through in Boston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially every player has came out and said something bad about Boston. The crowd.
It's not a good.
Isn't that where the fuck Draymond Green shit started?
Yeah, and also that's where New England Patriots are at. If you know any of their fan base, Boston is not a very kind place.
Mark Wahlberg is from there, man. Can't be good. Mark Wahlberg ain't made a movie relevant since Four Brothers. And he wasn't even the relevant part.
No, he made other guys, bro.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Shit. My bad, Mark. You got to, Marky Mark. But think about Four Brothers for a minute. Think about that movie. This reminds me of a tweet. It was so bad. It was so bad, but it was so funny. He was like, imagine being a little black kid and you get adopted by two gay parents. Like two gay. And it was a picture of like a football player that got blasted and like they're carrying him off the sideline like because he keep falling. Like, I don't know. That was hilarious. But anyways, Four Brothers. You got Tyrese, Andre 3000.
Yep.
That white guy, I've never seen in anything else ever again.
Oh, he's been in other shit.
I don't know who the fuck he is.
He was in Friday Night
He
Lights.
should have got Anakin.
Yeah.
Dude to play Anakin. He was the it white boy at that time. But anyways, you let this man beat up, what's my man name? Doctor Strange. He was in the movie with Denzel, the bank movie. What's his name? The guy who's the nigga, man.
What?
The nigga from Doctor Strange. He was like, I can't.
Oh, you talking about Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Yeah. How the fuck you beat this nigga up on an iceberg?
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
then-
Yeah.
Come on, man. That shit was cap. Man, rest in peace to the guy, John Singleton, but that wasn't realistic. Mark Wahlberg not beating up no nigga in front of a bunch of niggas and he get to walk away on an iceberg. That's not happening.
That whole movie's wild.
That's Terrence Howard. Oh, come on, man. Like, nah. Anyway, I call cap. Anyways, it was a good movie though.
The Volvo callback too. Volvos are the safest cars, and then you crash that. Yeah. Fucking Andre was a weenie in that movie.
Oh yeah, he was. But yeah, man, that shit really grinded my gears. And as the weeks progress, we will probably get more involved in the story. My biggest thing, my biggest takeaway is it was a white woman. Period. Whoever he really did some shit with, it was a white woman. That's why they coming down on him like this. This is Boston we talking about. And I think the white woman is the GM's wife. And he ain't having that. He not having that. He probably had.
It's just like this is what we're talking about right now. This is crazy. Like
I don't know, man. I feel for those young guys. I think one of their like prolific scorers for their little run they went on during the finals or whatever. Got to have like knee surgery or some shit. He gonna be out like 8 to 6 weeks. Was it Al Horford? Somebody got to have knee surgery.
Oh no, you're talking about Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shit going on with them boys.
Shit rolls downhill, baby.
Yes,
Always
it does.
does.
It always rolls downhill. That's fucking crazy.
So but you gotta know where to do this shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like if
You're not supposed to shit where you eat. That's rule number one. I don't care how good you think you are at like getting away with shit like that. You never shit where you eat.
I don't know. It's wild. I can't like. I'm just like, what else is gonna happen in the sport world now? Because we just keep getting shit keep happening.
While we're on the subject of shit keep happening, can I give a shout out to all podcasters, even the ones I don't like?
Okay.
I don't know if you were up to date about this case that the Serial podcast was covering. Did you hear about this?
What case?
So this guy, I'm finna fuck his name up. his name is Adina Saeed's murder conviction should be vacated and a new trial sought. Prosecutors said, citing new evidence, the case was featured on the podcast Serial. Great podcast, right?
Okay.
So you know the premise of Serial podcast, right? They go back and talk about murders and shit.
Yeah.
So they were talking about this case. So this guy was arrested for murdering his girlfriend.
Okay.
Choking her.
How long ago?
This was, give me 1 second. I did a little research. I did like a little bullshit research. I couldn't go to sleep. Hold on. Let me see. Project, whatever. Okay. Conviction in 1999.
Yeah, but they usually go back quite a ways, so.
Turned into the hit first season of the podcast Serial. The state's attorney for Baltimore City said in a motion filed Wednesday, which was last Wednesday, in the circuit court that a nearly year-long investigation conducted with the defense found new evidence, including information concerning the possible involvement of 2 alternative suspects. Prosecutors are requesting Mr. Syed, S-Y-E-D, I don't know how you pronounce that, be giving a new trial, blase blah skip. But basically, the fact that Serial Podcast covered his shit because they were staying current on everything. That's what they do. So
they
like
reopen the case?
They basically reopen the case. And they stay in touch with what's happening, like the updates. So it's not like, oh, the case was closed 1999. This is all the information we have. No, they keep that shit rolling.
Are they saying he's not guilty?
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
So I thought that was mad interesting because a few years ago I was working at the print place and we got a whole bunch of orders for this podcast to make stickers and shit for their podcast when they were starting. And them doing the work that they're doing, they got him in. Now there is still speculation that if he didn't do it himself, he hired the people that do,
Yeah.
But I just thought that was mad interesting that the power that a podcast could have, like to reopen a case.
Yeah,
like, that's
and good
crazy.
investigative journalism.
Yeah. And I want to say it's 2 women. I listened to it a few times. I want to say it was 2 women, but don't quote me on that. They might have grown since then because this was a long time ago when I was listening. But it's definitely an interesting listen if you're into that type of stuff. I know that what's his name, Jeffrey Dahmer shit just dropped on Netflix.
Yeah,
it is a very hard watch. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's not supposed to be comfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
The dude is a perverted racist.
Yeah, and he ate people.
Yeah,
and I might have like paid attention to the first episode. Then after that, I was like, yeah, you lost me. Not even because the show's not good. I mean, as good as it could be, but I was like, I don't want to. Nah, I'm not trying to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now, and it's I don't know, man. I don't know. Denzel said it best, like all this information that's coming, we need to slow down and all that shit. We need to slow down.
Yeah.
We need to fucking slow down. What else you got on the docket?
Trying to think what else transpired over the course.
Let me stick to podcast right quick because I really want to get this off my chest.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna get crucified for this, but I'll wear that. I'll wear it.
Okay.
First and foremost, rest in peace to P&B Rock. That was
oh fuck.
That was
a big one. Yes.
That was wild. That was a wild thing, right? And I hope they find the murderers. Me personally, when all the shit was happening, like the day of, my first mind was not to blame his girlfriend for posting where they were at. That shit don't make sense to me.
No.
So
People worry about the wrong shit.
yeah, prayers and condolences to PNB Rock
And her, because now she's getting harassed now.
Yeah, and everything going on with that, because that side of it is like people are dumb. The other side of it would be the quote unquote journalist aspect of that. And I've seen a lot of wild shit. Trying to just pay attention to details that people may or may not have gotten. And it's so weird how God works, right? Because everything lined up like crazy. Like it almost doesn't make sense like how this worked, but it worked perfectly. So in this aspect, obviously not the death. So DJ Academics has a podcast on Spotify.
Yeah.
He interviewed PNB Rock. I don't know how far in advance, but it was a recent interview because he was dropping clips like, I got this interview with PNB Rock coming. So, you know, you drop clips. One of the clips that he dropped, me personally, I want to say Academics dropped that clip before PNB Rock died.
Okay.
If my memory serves me correct, I remember watching the clip before PNB was murdered.
Okay.
But the clip was PNB speaking about him and his girl being in California, and these dudes tried to press him because his jewelry and shit.
Okay.
So basically, same scenario that he ended up
dealing with. Okay.
Dealt with. But he was speaking about it, like how his girl liked to post pictures of where they at. It was scary because it was the exact same thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? So people were kind of getting on Academics about that, like, why would you upload this at this time? Da 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 da. But again, and my memory started because my YouTube feed is what I watch, so like it was up there, and I remember seeing him interview with PNB Rock like a week before, and that had to be the clip. So it could have been another clip, but I thought I'm thinking it was that clip. So go back maybe a week before that PNB Rock died. So Academics posted a clip. Joe Budden had Adam 22 on his podcast.
Okay.
And Ish, Ice, and Joe were attacking Adam 22 for one, interviewing these young black artists that got cases or that are involved in that culture and da 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 da. Like people are dying and you're interviewing these people, blah blah blah. And you know, Adam, in the heat of it, it seemed like Adam wasn't handling it correctly. Like his answers were like super defensive or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in hindsight, like I feel like he handled himself pretty well, explaining his perspective on why he interviews like gang members and all this shit, whatever, right? So they talked about how Adam like re-uploaded the interview after Kevin Samuels passed.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, you don't think that's nasty and distasteful for you to try to gain monetary value from somebody's death, blah, blah, blah. And Adam's perspective is like, yo, somebody passed, you know, and this is the time where it's fucked up. This is where our society is. But when somebody passed, they want to look up everything about that person and watch stuff and blah, 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 blah. Whatever side of the fence you fall on that, that's up to you. But Academics had made one of his little Twitch live things that he does. And this is where I feel like I'm going to get attacked.
Because you agreed with him.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Here we go. What happened?
So basically, in this concept.
Because you know I don't listen to anything he says, so I don't know what you're talking about. So.
A lot of the shit he says is whatever. Like, he's talking to a specific audience. But in this, I agree because you have to call out hypocrisy when you see it.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. He said, yo, don't y'all think it's funny that, and I'm paraphrasing, I get all the shit blamed on me for what I do, but y'all do the same thing. And if you don't feel like you do the same thing, then turn off the monetary gain on your channel, and then let's see how you feel. Basically saying, I do what you do. So how can you look down on me and I do the same thing that you do, basically. Okay. Talking to Joe in particular.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because though Joe may not approach a conversation the same way academics does, you're still speaking about this subject on your platform that you get paid for, right? Mm-hmm. So rather you are prayers and condolences, what happened was fucked up, da-da-da-da-da. Your company, the JBP or whatever, when y'all clip y'all's episodes up, PNB Rock is going to be one of the clips. You're making money from that, bro. Unless you turned off the monetary gain. Just because academics is coming from a different perspective on it, if it's about how nasty, you just attacked Adam 22 for making money off of black people's deaths. You're doing the same thing. Regardless of what you're actually saying in the content, bottom line, you're getting a penny for that stream. I agree. That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. And academics is getting his back kicked in right now because he said, like, the pioneers of hip hop are dusty because.
Oh yeah, I saw LL Cool J respond.
No, everybody's responding.
I saw the LL video.
I watched that one too.
Yeah.
And by the way, LL Cool J.
Well, because I have the word academics muted because I don't want to hear anything he has to say.
Okay. What if the clothing brand makes a comeback?
Bro, you'll tell me about it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
but LL Cool J handled that with style and grace, especially knowing a lot of niggas say LL Cool J soft, bruh. Like, because he make all the women records and he lick his lips. That nigga will fuck you up. Ask Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he really wanted to beat him up on a set.
He really did.
Yeah. Lawrence Taylor too.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, like he because they said his method acting was so annoying.
Oh, that's to do with the teeth.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
They said his method acting was so annoying, like they really wanted to. And then you know, LL put his paws on him for real. They called me Big Ellie.
He Big Ellie, bruh.
But yeah, I mean, I saw that video where he was basically like, "Yo, like, one, you don't know where these people at. Like, some people impact the game in different ways. Like, they're not going to be mega stars like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, bro, if you study the game like you or me have, like, I know how important Cool G rap is. Academics won't know that shit.
Let's also break something down, like, verbatim. Like, all the way to a fucking decimal. To an atom, if you will. Hip-hop is, what, 50 years old?
Yeah.
If that... Maybe 50?
I don't know if it's that old. I mean,
it might not be exactly 50, but it's creeping on 50.
Yeah, I mean, it's the youngest genre.
It being the youngest genre, and to see where we are globally as far as our impact, that's a fucking feat. But we didn't get there when XXXTentacion started rapping. This was a which is like the guys that era of guys. That's where Academics got his claim to fame. Chief Keef. To like XXX.
Yeah.
Like that era is what ushered Academics in. So it's like, we didn't get there when you discovered it and what you love about it. There was guys doing this on the corner. This was neighborhood against neighborhood, DJ against DJ, right? In New York, right? So, and you're from Africa. You said this on record. Like, you didn't move to the States until you were a certain age. By the time you got here, shit was rocking. So
that's why I don't know if I don't think he gets. His problem is he doesn't know a lot of social cues about shit like this. because he made that Chirac series that got him.
Yeah, but even that's one thing. But I feel like man, hip hop is so young that when this shit started, money was not.
Oh God, no.
Money was not the end all be all. Like that was not the goal.
No.
Like this again, this was a freedom. This was freedom. This was pride.
Form
this
of expression.
A form of expression. This is my guy's better than your guy.
Yeah.
This is dancers. This is graffiti artists. This is rappers. This is DJs. And these are the people, journalists who came to New York and from New York and was like, I got to document this shit.
Right.
Like that's how the culture started.
You're right. Because like,
and that was for the love.
Yeah, and it was the first time they could put like like actual stuff about the projects or where they're at on like paper. Like you could hear it. Like they're telling you what's going on in this place that you probably have never been to.
So all you can do is imagine and
right.
And as time progressed, money became a factor and stardom and these talk shows and people aren't scared and to take a chance and all these things. Hip hop is in every single facet of the world today.
Yes.
From politics.
Watch a commercial.
To commercials to fucking even like children's books, like rhyming in children's books.
Yeah.
For kids to learn how to read and
they're teaching some of these in literary class because it's a feat of literature.
Bro, Ninth Wonder is a professor somewhere, right?
Duke,
come on, like we have conquered every facet of this world. It's wild for somebody a 20-something. I'm sure we're older than academics, maybe the same age. But like the perspective is a wild thing because we both can look up and see that the sky is blue, but we both have different reasonings on why the sky is blue. Like that's really wild. So I don't really take anything academic says to heart. He's an entertaining guy. I'll give him that. There's the whole Freddie Gibbs in him or him and Meek or whatever. I find that shit entertaining, but I don't take what he says and write it down and like make this my Bible.
Yeah.
Again, the only thing he has said in my recent memory where I was like, damn, you right, is one person can't talk down to another person, y'all do the same thing.
Yeah, that is true.
I like you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Like I had to sit back and think about, today, for instance, while I was at work, I was helping these guys with some shit, and he was like, "Oh, so outside of work, what do you do, like for fun or whatever?" I was like, "I'm a producer and I do a podcast." He's like, "What y'all talk about on the podcast, bro?" And I was like, "He from Sudan. He from North Sudan." And I was like, "Shit, everything, bro. Like we don't have we just get in there and shoot the shit." So he was like, "All right, I'm gonna check y'all out, wooty woo." Then I thought about that. I was like, damn, we don't have like a set thing that we talk about. And I wonder if that's a turnout to people when they hear it because they might want more structure in something that they listen to. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. That's just not what we do. You can't do that with a nigga like me. There's no structure in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but then again, I wouldn't. That's not what this is for anyway.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
And I mean, that's the point of like stuff that like they do specific things. That's what they make it for. But
right.
But generally, that's what they're passionate about. Like serial, they do investigative journalism of serial murders.
Yeah, there's
podcasts that will fucking read a book for you that week and then summarize the book to you.
Yeah,
so you don't have to read it. They all have specific things. This one is for us to highlight most of the time local people here, and then talk about current events and shit that we go through in our daily lives because we're normal fucking people.
Yeah,
because we're not celebrities.
No,
we might know some.
Well, I'm a celebrity.
Okay, we might know some. We know a guy literally named Celebrity.
Yeah, we do.
but that's not the point of what this is about. So I mean, you get what you get from
everybody else, but we And I said that to say, you know, our opinions are ours.
Yeah.
And
of course.
You know,
we've argued with people up here plenty of times.
Yeah, I usually agree with like everything Dalton says because you know he not trying to ruffle no feathers. Dalton might not agree with everything that I always say.
No, I don't.
But you know what I'm saying. This is like I hate to. This is like home, right? So like when we leave here, whatever happens here, it stays here. Like we don't go back. There's been a few instances when I was like, "Hey man, I might have went a little too."
Alcohol's probably
like
involved.
yeah. Our first like we said this all the time. Don't have it no more, right? You don't have.
I don't know where it's
that
at.
first episode.
Yeah, Chris was loose.
It was me, you, Kamara. Was Khalil there? Khalil was there.
Yeah,
he wasn't on the pod, but he was there.
Yeah,
that first pod in this era. Shit.
Nah, yeah.
We wouldn't have made it.
Nah, we made it 10, baby.
We would have made it, but because that was raw and rough.
Fucking episode 4 was popular for a long time, man.
Which one was that? The Gucci
Producers and Tacos.
Oh
man.
yeah.
That was a very popular episode.
No, I was actually going through our feed on YouTube. I'm maturing. I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm maturing. So like, I'm trying to be like more on top of like, what is this shit doing, and I'm trying to venture off into different things. And I went through our feed the other day, and I text Dalton. I was like, bro, like, our numbers are steadily. Even look, let me be the first to tell you, YouTube is not our bread and butter. It's not like our pure listens, like whatever platform people listen to us off of, that's where we get the most views.
Because, I mean, like I told people that asked for video the one time, because I remember someone from Shelby's job was like, why don't they do videos? We were telling them, I was like, a lot of people don't have the attention span to sit there and watch a 2-hour video just straight up. Because most people put the podcast on when they're in the car, they're jogging, they're at work to pass the time. Because the point is, it's a recorded radio show, so they can pause it and continue it back on, and they listen to it. Us sitting in a room talking.
I'm listening. I'm just
for like an hour and a half, 2 hours is not a very replayable video.
Yeah,
but there are some people that will pull it up. Like Dylan watches it on YouTube. He pulls YouTube up at work and just leaves the screen up. People do that. But as far as podcast goes, it's not the most popular form. We don't have like an interactive show where people calling in up on the screen, and I don't have Kanye here getting drunk on Drink Champs. I added hoops this week. Great, Chris.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, whatever she wants on her rider, we got to come together on financials. If she wants something like super special,
so you DM'd her.
No, I quote tweeted. She posted a video. I was like, "Come to Dallas, do the StepBrothers podcast." You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
I swear to God.
Oh
I was like, "Yo, come to StepBrothers pod. You can get whatever you want on your rider." We gonna write that off as a tax thing, right? Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I was like, "Get whatever you want on your rider. I got some questions I need to ask you. Just come." That's what I told her. She didn't respond, but it's there. It's there.
Hey, shoot or shoot, baby.
Her name Hoops.
Yeah.
Like this gotta happen. I'm gonna get her on this podcast.
If you get Hoops on this podcast, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Bro. I'm gonna be like, you don't know how I doubted him on this.
No, and she's here.
Yeah.
She bro, I promise. See, I learned this from Kyrie Irving. You don't say I will or I want to.
I have some flavor of love questions.
Say I am.
I need to know.
I got some questions, period.
Yeah. What was it like dating Shaq?
That's one of them.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
When did you realize you were that fine? Like these are questions.
Here you go.
No, like for real.
Yeah,
women come into power at different times. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I feel. Like flavor love had to be difficult.
Because I need to know what that experience is like on a show like that.
Yeah.
I really need to know a firsthand account.
And the room gonna smell different. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be filled with hoop dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, keep at it, man. If you make it happen,
I'm really adamant.
Hey.
That's really the only person like of like name status that I would want. Also, I mean, I feel like we got to work our way up a little bit as far as like cachet goes. Well, I think we need to have Brandon on one more time, and I think we'll be good.
Okay.
Because I think we could get Cardo on the pod.
Oh, I'm sure we could.
But he got to just see us. Like, everybody that we've had on in some facet, I know he knows or fucks with.
Yeah.
Brandon come up.
I know we see him in person twice. So, third time's the charm usually. So.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, for sure. You seen him twice?
Yeah, I saw him at that show. The Mike show with Travis Scott. He was there.
Yeah.
And then I saw him at a showcase, and he was there.
I seen him twice too.
Yeah.
The Bose.
Yeah.
And
The hotel.
the hotel. Yeah. Not like that. That shit sound wild.
No, it was like what was it OG Macco?
Yeah. Vance was making pants. He made some pants.
That's right. Yeah, I would say we got some ins.
Yeah,
you know,
but I
want to talk to Erica too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Oh yeah, you didn't go to that thing. Brandon took me, but you didn't.
The art show.
Yeah, but she was there, and there was like a bike, and
everybody
she
took
was
me
wearing
there.
overalls. Yeah, she was cool. I mean, I didn't like speak to her.
She
but it
pops
was
out
cool.
all the time though.
But anyways, yeah, man, I just I don't know, like, cause and then I see these guys who like, or people in general that do podcasts and like, for lack of better words, like they shit more interactive, I guess. Like they got like shit popping up in the edits and all that. Like,
Yeah.
But now, I feel like me and Dalton in particular, like we just like it's give and go. Like we alley-oop every time. Like if we finna hit that hoe, like LeBron and D Wade. So like our personalities are enough for sure. Like we balance each other out.
Yeah,
And I think
Katie
that's all
sent me a thing. You know, Rory Mall's doing like openers in all their shows on their tour. She was like, "Y'all should do this," and I was like, "I'll see when they come to Dallas to see if like it's a thing." But I was like, "We're like the same."
Yeah,
we're
literally
a
the
white
same.
guy and a black guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talk about music.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like we're, and this is like I like Rory and Mal. I definitely feel like we're better. They just have more insider trading.
Yeah. I mean,
info. But as far as like,
they definitely have worse takes.
Worst?
Yeah, they have worse takes than us.
Oh yeah, because like some of the shit they say, I'm like, bro, you can't.
Especially Mal.
This can't be like.
Mal is
now, a lot of shit I agree with Mal with, but I'm not like one thing for sure he says, and I'm like, bro, you got to grow up. He uses it kind of with every woman. Now I get safe sex. I appreciate it. Once upon a time.
You saying you got to graduate at some point?
Yeah, come on, man. You got to feel that thing for real.
Hey.
That Colin not finna do it.
Well, look what happened.
Yeah.
No, mine was playing.
Yeah, but yours is beautiful too.
My son was playing for 100%.
Shit. And I was shooting blanks since at least 2008 or some shit. So like, we out here, my boy. Real talk. But really feel like, okay, so Glow real. ESCG. Did you listen to his album?
No, Chris.
Why not? Why not? Every time I look in the mirror, it's like he's my evil twin.
Okay.
Like I'm like, yo.
Nah, I'm good. I listened to Cameron's album. I didn't.
Bro, listen to ESCG's album.
Why?
Because he's rapping, bro.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, I'll listen to it.
Well, have you heard him rap before?
Yeah, I heard like features and shit.
Bro, what's not to love? The song with him and Jeezy go crazy.
Okay.
Like that's who
I promise I'll listen to it.
That's who they compare him to. At like early.
How many
Jeezy.
tracks is on the album?
I don't know. It's a good listen though. He got Jack Hart. As weird as fucked up as it sounds, he got Machine Gun Kelly rapping.
Oh God.
Even though I don't believe anything Machine Gun Kelly's saying, he delivered it really well.
Okay.
The song with him and Future, great. I told you, Future might be. I got Pusha Hove. This is rappers, not artists. Rappers. I got Future. I might got Future. I got Future and Kodak like 3 and 4.
Oh wow.
I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not kidding. 21 might be 5 as rappers. These are people who say things.
These are people who say,
right?
You're not wrong. They
right.
say
like
things.
These niggas say things though. ESCG, he's coming up the song he had on the feature he had on Future's album. The standout line, this is everybody's standout line, but this is a standout line for a reason.
Yeah.
He said, do your ops die? Yeah, all the goddamn time.
yeah.
Do the shots fly?
Yeah.
Arms, chest, leg, wide. Like,
oh, the Future song is the
chickens.
No, I'm saying the one he's on his album on.
Yeah, it's called something shoot shots.
It's the one where he was talking about. It's the one that clip came out for. Remember that video came out where he?
Oh no.
Okay,
that's real Boston something.
Okay,
it's a guy from Florida.
Okay,
that shit crazy
that verse
too.
Is hard though.
But bro,
yeah.
I was
okay. I listened to a because you're talking about them rapping.
Yeah.
I listened to a Kodak song today.
Okay.
It's one I haven't heard in a while from his album Little Big Pac. I don't know if you remember that album.
Okay. What was the song?
A Vibin' in this bitch with Gucci Mane.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I didn't realize Kodak was floating on that hoe.
He's good, bro.
Bro, he said, I've been real since the be gone. I hit her with the pole, now she walking bow legs.
Yeah. Kodak is, I don't know, like sophisticated ignorance.
Yeah.
I like that shit. Like Gucci was that for me.
Ever since he got fat, I'm not really feeling it. But
but I think fat Kodak has been, because that's ZZ, that's the.
He didn't make no flocking though.
No, he didn't. No flocking crazy. But he ain't, I don't feel like his antics might have gotten a little distasteful. Yes. Even the song him and Lil Yachty got, like Ryan was going crazy about like.
Oh yeah,
summer.
You're right. Yeah.
Like that verse was crazy. Like when he got out of jail that time.
Yeah.
Like again, I don't always support shit that he says, like the Lauren London thing when Nipsey passed. Like
he has a lot of.
Yeah, but I'm like, as far as him just rapping, like.
Oh no, he's good.
Again, Future. Like I was listening to Morilla today, and I'm like, his pockets and his bounce and like. Again, the shit that he says that my nigga wasn't jigga, I was the type to fuck on B, and I still smack. Like
I was late to the Future train, right?
Were you?
Yeah, because remember we were talking about. I remember we were in the car one time, and you were talking about Future. And I was like, I don't listen to Future, and you were like, bruh, listen to this mixtape.
Yeah,
and I think it was Monster or.
Oh no, it was Monster.
It was Monster, right?
Yeah,
yeah. And I was like, okay, Chris, I'll listen to it.
Yeah,
and then I picked you up. And then we were talking about Monster. That's when I made I was like, after listening to this project, I listened to other ones, and I was like, I think if him and Drake made an album, it would be dope. And that was the week later.
A lot of people don't remember him and Drake was beefing early.
Yeah.
After the Tony Montana song, they had started beefing.
Yeah.
But they patched that up quick because Future was, you couldn't deny him. Like, I feel like outside of everything that's going on with him right now, Thug is cool. Like, Thug be saying some shit too.
Yes. But
the almost cult-like following that Thug has amongst, like, hipsters, real niggas, like, da-da-da-da-da, I feel like Future should get, if not that, a little bit more, because Future has a song with literally everybody. Yeah. He has a song with Jay-Z, has a song with Kanye, has a song with Pusha T.
He did a Target commercial with Cher.
He just now, today, the clip dropped, he's walking down the runway, I forget which house it's for, with Naomi Campbell. Like, this is Future not Future.
I saw him get booed at South by Southwest.
This is FEWCHA. This Future. Like, this Future, bruh.
That's why I always say it's crazy just from seeing him get booed at like a TDE show to now. Yeah.
What's the joint? Spike Lee need to get this shit on film. What song is that? I want Gucci, I want Valley at the same. Like, I knew back then. Dirty Sprite, I knew back then. Like,
Yeah.
this nigga is different. And his first album wasn't bad to me either. Like, Honest was a good album.
That's not his first album.
Well,
Pluto was his first one.
You're right. But his mainstream.
Honest is hard.
Honest is crazy.
Monster's crazy. But because Honest was where I was like, okay, he can actually make like records. Because Move That Dope is.
I didn't really like 56 Nights. Let me be the first to say that. I know a lot of niggas.
What, March Madness and shit?
Those were the two records. But then he did the joint with Zaytoven. Fuck. With real. I don't give a fuck if that was real. What? I forgot. It was 56 Nights. It was Beast Mode. Yeah, Beast Mode. I didn't really. But. And then don't get. Hey, let me be the first. Future got some misses.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those albums were misses to me. Between the Move That Dope was on.
Honest.
Was it?
Yeah.
What was the album after that?
DS2.
Okay, so between DS2 and I Never Liked You, there was some misses.
Yeah.
There were some albums I just did not care for.
Because he had that double album that had Mask Off on it.
Yeah, Future and Hendrix.
Yeah.
But you had that joint with Rihanna, which was crazy.
Yeah.
I really liked that joint. And The Weeknd, those two joints were cool to me.
Like, once again, the albums were too long.
Yeah.
There's some shit on there, but you're not, like, playing the whole thing.
But yeah, like,
Monster's crazy.
Just to double back, Future's on that. Kodak, ESCG, really. I mean, you can listen to the whole album.
I'll promise.
But I'm gonna tell you, like, my joints out there, and there's only like 3 for real. Like, I like a lot of songs on there. Don't get me wrong.
But there's 3 that are your ones.
Shoot It Myself.
Okay.
That's featuring Future.
All right.
Backstage Passes is cool. That's the one him and Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow really bodied that verse. That's why I like that. But that's not the one. Bow and Say Grace. Oh, this Trap or Die. That's Trap or Die.
That's just Trap or Die?
That's Trap or Die.
Okay.
And then The Realest. It's 21 songs on there. I know that's a lot. But they're short. They're short songs.
Okay.
It's only
I'll have it listened to by the time the next episode
Look,
comes
21 songs, 55 minutes.
That's a long time.
55 minutes? That's not even... But The Realest, featuring him and Jeezy, that's
the one?
That's the one. Really, the one is Bow and Say Grace.
Okay.
That nigga, this line, when I had to play the song again. I had to play it back.
Okay.
After he said this line. Because I said, nah, this nigga going crazy. Nigga said, if a nigga diss me, I'm going to fuck his favorite baby mama. I said, nigga, I feel you, nigga. I feel you. I was like, hell yeah. What niggas say that? Like, that's what I like about, like, rap. Like, I like that ignorant shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I want somebody to say some shit like...
There's definitely a place for it.
Yeah, people wouldn't expect me to come off like that, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's really me to my core. Because I'm petty like that.
Yeah, right.
I will fuck somebody baby mama, like, just because I would do that.
That's why you like...
I've done that.
That's why...
like...
That's why Gucci speaks to you.
Yeah, like
Young Dolph spoke to you.
Certain people with this level of ignorance that reminds me of my family or my brothers,
Key Glock,
or my cousins.
Dolph, yeah.
But I know, but at the same, again, people expect, oh, you Kanye, artsy fartsy, Patronels and all that shit. But nah, nigga, this is where I come from. The trenches, for real.
Yeah.
Like, this shit crazy, bruh. Not that I experienced anything like that. But my atmosphere was brought up.
Yeah,
in that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why 3 6 Mafia is one of my favorite groups. Like,
yeah.
Why? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, all that ignorant shit, what people consider ignorant, but it's really like, this is just how niggas live, bro. Like, I'm with all that shit, like, always. But at the same time, I will throw on Fergie's The Duchess album and have a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You got to have that duality.
Spice Girls.
Yeah. If you want to be my lover. Oh, somebody posted that one group. It's been a while since I first saw you. You know that? And
No.
Bro, you know that fucking song, bro. And it's been a while Since bro, hold on.
I don't.
And you white, you gotta know this song.
Stop it, Chris.
You see that shit with Adam Levine?
What?
Like,
He hopped on some DMs or something? Right?
yeah, you ain't heard this song, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
It's the way you're singing it.
That's how he's singing it. It's been a while. Watch how he hit this hoe.
No,
This
but
is-
the instruments help for this type of shit.
it's
yeah.
been a while since I've been.
Who's the artist?
It's called they are called Staind.
Oh, Stained.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that how you spell it?
It's Stained.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kurt Cobain, man, because he birthed these niggas.
Oh no, Nirvana changed a lot.
Nirvana birthed a lot of niggas, bro. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to play that.
Wow.
But Nirvana birthed a lot of niggas. I'm really, when I was at your house and I was talking to Dior about designs and shit, and I was like, we should try to do something with Nickelback, and you were like, ew, I need that disrespect to stop.
No, Nickelback's trash.
You are, why? Tell me why. If we can end it on this.
They're
if you want.
trash.
How? Why? Why? Give me a reason why they're trash. Like, tell me, like, verbatim. Like, I need to know. Why is Nickelback trash?
The band's not doing nothing crazy. Photograph is ass.
Photograph.
That's the look at this photograph. I look at it and make me laugh. The dude can't sing. There's no vibes going on.
You fucking out of your mind.
I'm not. Nickelback is ass. They're just a Creed clone. They're not good.
You crazy, bro. You crazy. Nickelback not good, and I just wanna be big rock.
Listen to yourself.
No, he's spitting that shit,
No,
nigga.
listen to yourself. Nickelback is ass.
Shout out to Mr. Back. Oh God, hold on, bruh. Bruh.
Are you about to play Nickelback?
So you mean to tell me
Nickelback is trash.
you mean to tell me when this shit came on, you didn't feel this shit in your core?
I don't like Nickelback.
Your white card has been revoked. And this is how you remind me.
We're gonna have a white off in the car when we get.
I'm a win.
You probably will because
I'm a win.
I do like some rock music though. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like country music.
What do you consider Nickelback?
Ass.
All right, I knew that was coming. All right, that's cool.
Fucking garbage.
Nickelback hard, nigga.
No, they're not.
They got another joint that went crazy too.
We're gonna get so many copyright
I'm
flags.
sorry.
I already hate it.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of
You're
here.
just a Creed clone, bro.
None of you.
Okay, turn this shit off.
You don't. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Nickelback go crazy, bruh.
Duh, I like Nirvana, Incubus,
Nirvana hard. Nirvana's
bruh,
hard.
Paramore. I like all that shit.
Paramore, they basically black. So
They were embraced very well. Yeah.
that don't even. You know who else went hard? That group that covered Annie, Are You Okay? That song was hard.
Alien Ant Farm.
They
No, they had that moment where they went to the I think it was the BET Awards, and they were on top of the building playing the song.
Yeah.
And everybody down there was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, but they was killing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed that shit.
No, they were hard. Yeah.
Who else? Give me some other white bands.
Uh,
Naked Brothers band.
Blink 182.
I did not know that
Coldplay.
Clark Kent was a part of
Like DJ Clark Kent.
Yeah, he gave the world Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers is probably one of my favorite bands.
Really?
Yeah, I love Red Hot Chili
I didn't
Peppers.
really. What's that big shit?
Depends on what area you're talking about, but the most known song is probably Californication.
Okay.
Or Other Side.
There was another one. Yo, you remember when Pharrell signed that 2-man group? in like the blog era. It was, I think they were called Chester French or something.
Yes,
I
do.
I like that record.
They were on that Mike Posner shit.
Were they? Oh yeah,
like that way
vibe,
they're on
yeah.
that same vibe.
That song was hard too. Pumped Up Kicks is crazy.
Yeah,
Fun. You remember Fun?
Yeah.
If You In? That was the what was that song? Tonight we are young. That shit was great. Kings of Leon.
No, I did not like Kings of Leon.
Oh my God, we got to end the podcast. You didn't fuck with Sex Is on Fire, bro.
No, it was too like dramatic. I that's the thing with like some rock. I don't like when it's like too dramatic.
What was the other one?
There's a big group that everybody loves. What the fuck? Damn it. Shelby likes them too. I think their music is way too dramatic for me.
Imagine Dragons.
No, no.
Bro.
They're huge.
This is the one.
Oh, Pink Floyd.
This is the one, bro.
I don't like it.
You don't like this song.
Chris, I don't like shit like this.
Oh my God.
This has no vibe.
What? I was rolling around. I was
don't like
looking
this.
down and all I see. Dog.
I don't like this shit.
What about you said I like Radioactive. Imagine Dragons got some shit.
Gorillas. I like Gorillas a lot. But they're basically hip hop.
There was somebody else.
You're saying all the fucking poppy shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way it's gonna cross over to me.
Coldplay.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. What's that song called? The big one. I used to rule the world.
Oh, right, yeah.
See you running morning I sleep alone. Look, my uncle is all soft rock.
Really?
He don't listen. I like Tupac. I like Biggie, but this is my bag. Like he gonna play.
Like chill rock music.
But some people call me the space cowboy, but he hit his little joint. That's what he goes. That's what he want to hear. Some people call the gangster of love. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
All right, when we get in the car, we go play some shit.
Some people call me
Because I'm gonna show you some shit.
You probably will.
Because we're not listening to fucking Nickelback though.
And that one dude, everybody like Perry, the Young Gravy just sampled him. I know you don't know who you know who Young Gravy is?
No.
It's a tall white boy. He coming for Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow better be on his P's and Q's. But he sampled the Never Gonna Give You.
Okay.
Never gonna tell you now. Never gonna turn around and desert
He sampled
you. Yeah. Yeah.
The song was a hit. Oh, you want to hear some 80s music? I got 80s music.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
look,
bag,
80s
dog.
look, 80s music, like that pop era of 80s music, that shit went crazy.
No, that's my mom's bag.
Yeah.
So I have those on deck.
Yeah.
Ready to go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you some shit. You probably
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm gonna sample this so I get
Yeah,
home.
probably.
Hey, we gotta go. I need to go. I miss my son. I want
Yeah.
to go see my son.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have special guests or not yet. You know how these things go, but we'll see y'all.
You know how I want to get on the show?
Who?
I'm gonna get Kevin on the show. I think he'd be a funny guest.
Uh,
My brother.
Oh,
Kevin.
I didn't know if you were speaking of senior or junior.
Nah, well, Senior lives in Tennessee, so
I seen that white Beamer outside. I said, which one of
Rental
Shelby's
car.
friends is here?
Rental
Oh,
car.
I didn't know that. I thought,
Yeah.
I said, which one of Shelby's friends over here? She's done. I didn't have to come babysit is what you saying.
nah, they went out they were
Yeah.
gone all day.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying?
And then me and Chris are gonna go have this white off. All right.
White off. That's crazy. All right.
All right, man.